So everyone, welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're going to talk about the 8-year extension. Ryan Getzlaf just signed with the Anaheim Ducks worth $66 million for an average annual value of $8.25 million. That is a very steep salary cap hit, especially with the cap going down, and especially for a player like Getzlaf that has struggled with inconsistencies before this year. Shouldn't say that. He was great. He is a great player. He had 91 points in 2008, 2009. Then struggled with injury-riddled seasons, and last year only had 57 points in 82 games. It was also a -11. But this year he's been outstanding. He's got 27 points through 22 games. He's the captain of the Ducks. He's a straw that stirs the drink. He's one of the best playmakers in the game, a true power center, if there ever was one. One of the best big guys that can dish the puck as well as he can hit and fight. There's a reason he wears a C, and I think he makes players around him better, a la Corey Perry. But I look at people ask me, is this the end for Corey Perry? I don't think so. I think it's going to be the end for Bobby Ryan. I think they can get more for Bobby Ryan because he's got a few years left on his deal, where Perry will be a free agent in July. I think they will re-sign Corey Perry for about the same thing. It's really going to hurt them when you got two players eating up $16 million in salary cap space, but these are two of the elite players in the game for sure. And I think Ryan will get moved. I think they'll get some assets back that'll help them down the line. They've got a pretty good farm system. I think they've got one of the more underrated farm systems in hockey. They just re-signed Victor Pfaff, their starting goalie, to a 2-year extension for a very reasonable cap hit. Jonas Hiller is going to be out of town soon enough. Solani, I hate to say he's going to retire, but this is probably the end for him. Koivu's contract comes off the books. You're losing that money there. And I think really that it's not as bad as it looks. And I think Getzlaf will be, it's the guy that's just entering his probably 28 on May 10th, and we've seen what he can do. He's been a Canadian Olympian before. I think he was one of Canada's better players in the Olympics. He had 7 points in 7 games, and it's not too often you can find a guy that can bring sandpaper and finesse on a night-in, night-out basis. He's a really just all-around great player, and really, like I said, struggled last year, had a very subpar year by Ryan Getzlaf standards, but I think he's going to be back for the long term in terms of an elite level of play, and I think Corey Perry will stay as well. I think Bobby Ryan's on his way out, so I think that's the long and short of it in Orange County. I think I wouldn't rule out them trading Perry if they don't think they get a deal done, but I think Perry wants to stay. I think Getzlaf wants him to stay, and they won a Stanley Cup together. They've played in the Olympics together. I think you might want to say, well, does Perry want to should he be successful without Getzlaf? I think they're both great players from their own right. I don't think either one needs to prove they can be successful without the other. I think that's asinine to assume that. But I definitely think Bobby Ryan will be on the way out. They might keep Ryan and trade Perry, but I think they get more assets for Ryan, even though Perry's a better player because of the contractual situation. So, like I said, that's the long and short of it in Orange County. And stay tuned for more episodes of the Power Play with CJ throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.